What's up, guys? How are we today? So, my last streams, we finished the first Danganronpa game. And before we go and play the second one, I thought it'd be fun to play Project Eden's Garden because I've never played it before. So, I thought that'd be a bit fun to do. And plus, this will be a blind reaction. I don't know anything about the game. I know it's a Danganronpa fan game. Don't even know who the main character is. Don't even know who dies and yada yada yada. So I thought, let's fucking do it. You know, I love Danganronpa, and I think having been able to experience like a new style of it, or like the similar style of the game, but with a new story and new creators, I think is very interesting. Will it be good? I don't know. I've heard it's pretty good. So let's get. Alright, we're loading in, and the apple is a big theme, kind of like Death Note. God of Death likes apples, so let's see what the deal with that is. Before we keep going forward, I just want to check if my stream is working. Just check my phone. God of Death likes apples, so let's see what the deal with that is. Alright, that looks all good. I'm actually really excited. A new style Danganronpa game. I mean, I think only right now it's the prologue and the first chapter, which includes the first trial, which is out. When did it all? Actually, before I just want to see some info. When did Project Eden's Garden come out? When did the first? So December 2022, Project Eden's Garden's Chapter 1 titled Beneath the Veil of Hypocrisy was released on December 20th, 2024? What the fuck? Wait, you saying... I actually didn't know it was that recent. I thought, like, for some reason, I thought, like, this game, like, where it's at the state that's been out for, like, a couple years. I mean, it has been since 2022, but, like, I thought even Chapter 1 was finished a while ago. It only just came out? That's crazy. Alright, well... Let's see how it all turns out, I guess. Got a viewer? That's probably me, actually, from my phone. Alright, chapter selection. So, yeah, only so far they've chapter 0, vowels woven by stitches and needles. Okay? And chapter 1, Beneath the Veil of Hypocrisy. And I'm guessing it will be like a similar sized game, so it'll probably be a 30-40 hour game. They say apparently this is 10 hours if you play it. I thought it was going to be like 5 hours. I just had that feeling I thought it was going to be a bit short, but 10 hours is pretty long for the opening chapter. It's actually really loud as well. Let me... It's not as loud as Danganronpa itself. Text display speed. It can be... Yeah, it can be quick. Bulbs on. Look inverts. Normal. Ampersand. Radical speed. Fucking, I might put it down a bit because I don't know how. We'll see how quick it is. Alright, I think we just get straight into it. I'm excited. You know, no viewers, but that's alright. That's the usual. Mainstream on YouTube. It's hard to get viewers going. Logic difficulty. Let's go normal. So what's this? Is action difficulty, logic difficulty. Let's just go normal for both because I actually don't know how hard it would be on me, and I mean, I already had it on kind, but I'm not putting it on kind. I want a bit of challenge. Let's do it. I'm fucking excited. New style of Danganronpa game, and it looks good. Like, it generally looks good. So, let's see how it goes. Here we go. I need to figure out new voices as well. Doing all the same voices in Danganronpa 1. It's I think going this one's gonna be a bit interesting. Let's. Do they have voice actors? You know, fuck it. I'm just gonna play. Alright, fired up. Okay, life has no real meaning. We exist just by chance, born to a planet that didn't want us to begin with. It's up to the best of humanity to give the world a purpose. People like me. Those who shine brighter than the others, who have an influence on our greater society. Ultimates. We're known as ultimates. So I know it's not connected to Danganronpa in any way. It's like it's a think about a spin-off in a parallel universe, but with similar circumstances. That's how we think about it. But I wonder how they're going to structure the story. Like we had Hope's Peak in the Danganronpa game. What's this? Is it going to be based? Is it just going to be the exact same thing in the sense like, oh, there's a school called, fucking Hope's Rise. I don't know. Anyway, ultimate titles are awarded to exceptionally talented high school and college students. Doctors who can cure the incurable, engineers who can build machines to improve millions of lives. The most influential politicians, the most creative architects. These are the people who deserve lifelong recognition, who define what it means to be a true ultimate.
I, Damon Maitsu, am the ultimate debater.
Oh, okay, ultimate debater. See, I didn't even know who the main character was. So Damon Maitsu, the ultimate debater. I'm guessing they're going to keep the Japanese names as well. Interesting, ultimate debater as the main character. I guess because he's going to be really charismatic in... I always think it would be a cool character to be like an ultimate... we've already had an ultimate detective, had an ultimate lucky student, and we had an ultimate... Well, the second game is just kind of like a random dude. So an ultimate debater. I guess ultimate pianist as well, for a bit. So, I mean, ultimate debater is a good start, I think. Like a good start the main character. A good title. So you better fucking be good in the trial, dude. Better be a goat.
A prodigy among prodigies. Someone who simply can't be outmatched.
And good voice acting as well.
I hold on to my title dearly. Because it defines me. It's who I am. It's what gives me my purpose. Among a sea of mediocrity, I am a shining example of talent. And now, there's a school worthy of me.
There we go. What's the school going to be called? To Mr. Damon Maitsu, the ultimate debater. Congratulations. For your contributions as an ultimate, we cordially invite you to the attend Eden's Garden Academy. There you go. Okay. A specialized college for academic-based talents. At a unique academy, you will not only develop a tighter grasp on your respective skill set, but you and the other ultimate students who receive this invitation will gain an ever-important proficiency at leadership, communication, and persuasion. In an age where anyone can be called ultimate, we hope you will join us and assume your rightful place as the true face of talent. Please keep the contents of this invitation as well as the attached registration materials strictly confidential. Interesting. The integrity of our program is built on the foundation of privacy. Okay, so it's not really like a... Okay, so instead of it being like a Gleaming Hope, Hope's Peak Academy, the biggest, like, most famous school for the ultimate student, this is like an underground kind of like... We want to, you know, it's not well known to the public. I guess that's what they're going at. Eden's Garden Academy, an ultimate academy for true ultimates. It was built in partnership with the Ultimate Talent Program, a government institution that has awarded ultimate titles to people for almost the last century. You don't apply for the UTP's schools. They scout for their students, which is how I found myself receiving a letter from Eden's Garden Academy. There you go, so just like normal, like Danganronpa. It looks to be an amazing school, immaculate architecture, incredible workspace, and access to resources beyond anything I've ever seen. Everything about the school is perfect. It's truly worthy of being called ultimate. In my 18 years of living, I've accomplished more than most people could ever dream of. But in this random and chaotic existence, it feels like I was destined to be great. Okay, this is a bit cocky, or overconfident, we'll say that. For now, we don't know if he's going to be a bit of a cocky guy, or if he's just going to be like a really overconfident dude. I don't know anything about him. I like the idea of him being a bit of a prick main character, because we haven't really had that. So, I like to see that. That'd be an interesting dynamic to have. And like maybe he's slowly more... He's kind of like a Byakuya almost. But then he morphs into a bit more of a Makoto, which will be interesting. After what seemed like hours of waiting, the train arrived before me. It wasn't as nice looking as I expected. At least not for a school of this caliber, but it was undeniably the one. With luggage in one hand and a pamphlet in the other, I boarded the train. This is the start of my new life, the start of an even greater career. For the first time in my life, I will finally be among people as great as me. You know what I hope? I hope they can nail...
Huh?
I really hope that it can nail this, like the overarching story. I'm confident that they could do good trials. I reckon they could... We'll see what the first trial is like, and we'll be the judge of that. I think, but the main thing that the other Danganronpas have had is an overarching story, which I think they've been good. Like I don't mind. I think the first game does it the best, and the second game it does it well, and the third game here and there. But the overarching story has been a little bit of the weaker part compared to, like, for example, just the trials themselves. Like the trials themselves is what makes the game. So we'll see. Huh?
Look,
All right.
someone else is here.
Everyone's on the train.
Huh? Someone else?
Hey, hey, welcome to the Eden's Club. Well, it's more accurate to say Eden's Garden Academy's club, but Eden's Club just has more of a ring to it, don't you think?
In front of me, spread out across the train carriage, was a group of strange-looking people. A girl with pink hair, some guy in a wolf costume. Wait, what? A wolf costume? Is that furry? Nah, bro. You can't be serious right now. Is it about the guy in the Drag Race costume? One guy in a weird beanie, staring intensely at me. I'm guessing that guy in the back there. What the hell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just counting everyone. 7, 8. Wait. 1, 2. Unless it's a girl at the back. I'm trying to count between boys and girls. So 1, 2, 3. Plus me, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. I just miscounted first. What the hell? And these creepy people really attending the same academy as me? Pathetic to my situation, the train continued from its halt. Looks like I'm stuck here for now. I guess I should find somewhere to sit.
You! New guy!
Great.
Over here!
Hello! Can you hear me? It's either I've caught the attention of one of the other passengers. What do you want? Yeah, cool. He's gonna be a bit of a... I don't want to talk to anyone. Kind of cool Amon, right? I can already get from him. Cool. What do you want?
If...
Cool. So I was wondering something. Whatever it is, I'm sure you can ask an employee. I'm honestly not in the mood. Oh, sure. Frowning and dropping his head, he walked away. Yep. Excuse me, but you don't happen to know when the final stop is, do you? A girl's... Oh, is it a girl's voice? Sound like a dude. Howdy. A girl's voice suddenly chimed in from behind me. Geez, can people just leave me alone for 5 minutes? Not a clue. We can try and look for... Ah, okay, it's the buff chick. Alright. I want to do like a Sakura voice. Should be more like this. Yeah. Okay, I see. The words caught my attention to my throat when I turned to look at her. It's all meant to be twice my size. Is something wrong? I... Don't fret it, darling. I'll just see who else is around. With a small wave, she walked away. People here just keep getting weirder and weirder. I really hope none of them are in my class. Not wanting to be bothered any further, I quickly found myself a seat by the window. So a bit of an isolationist. I see. The situation was nothing like I expected, but at least the view from the train was nice. Mountains framed by a deep blue sky, crystal clear rivers that sparkled like jewels in the sunlight. It couldn't be a more radical departure from home. Sincerely continued to pass, time flying by with it. Scenery continued to pass, time flying by with it. The chatter from the others on the train eventually softened, leaving just me and the rolling mountains. Nearby, a woman in professional attire turned her nose up to the air and started sniffing. Okay. After a moment, the expression on her face turned stone cold serious.
Something is wrong.
The air doesn't smell right. Yo, is she Australian? Yo, we got an Aussie in here? Wait. I said the oi! I was like, ah, mate, that's Aussie. Huh? The air? Well, even if she is an Aussie, I'll make her Aussie now. Hey, I smell something too.
Excuse me.
Could you describe it? Kind of chemically. It's almost like it's coming from
About...
that bag over there. She pointed to a travel bag at the opposite end of the car. Oh shoot, you mean this one right next to me? I don't smell anything funky. Well, that's probably because of the helmet. Is that your bag? Nope, it was already here when I got on the train. That's weird. There's no name or anything on it. After inspecting the outside of the bag, he began fiddling with its lock. Pop. Cool, you got it open. That wasn't the lock. Oh! Huh? Are you okay? Yeah, bro. I'm all good. I just feel kinda...
Christ almighty!
Christ almighty! Did he just pass out? From the same end of the car, this guy who had been staring at me earlier. I'm not feeling so good either. What did you just say? Good night. What the? People are dropping like flies? Oh crap, someone get out! Let me try to alert the conductor or whatever. She ran over to the door, connected to the adjacent car. Rattle.
Oh, crud.
It's not opening. Why isn't it opening? I'm gonna try my hand at it. Can you step aside for a sec? He yanked at the door, but rattle. Damn, the car's locked as tight as a
The
prison.
glass.
Huh? But I left to take the... Oh my god. Huh? But I left to take a piss like an hour ago. Let me try something else. The big man rolled his shoulders and threw himself against the door with all his might. Grr. He groaned and stepped back, revealing he hadn't even left a mark on the door. What? That did nothing? There's another boy who's fallen. A girl too. Why is everyone passing out? Shit. Maybe it's got something to do with that bag. Huh? The air around me had grown thick with a strange pungent smell. I could taste it, feel it sting my eyes. Oh god, no, don't. As a futile plea left my lips, I felt my strength trail away with it. The world flickered around me, and then... there was nothing. Vows unwoven by stitches and needles. Well, vows woven, so unwoven. There's that on them. Brr. Huh? What is that? Human humming noise. It sounded almost like an air conditioner. But if it's an aircon, why am I so warm? I weakly opened my eyes. Above me was a concrete ceiling. A concrete ceiling? My body's so heavy, but I had to get on my feet. I had to see where I was. Huh? It's a girl. Could it be that she's... No, she's still breathing. So she's asleep, just like I was. Kneeling down to her level, I reached out my hands to shake her. Hey, can you hear me? No response. Bringing my face closer to hers, I repeated the question. Hey, can you hear me? Why isn't she waking up? Damn it, do I actually have to... Holy... Her eyes snapped open, caused me to jump back. I was just testing you. Testing me? To see what you would do. It's not every day you find a body on the floor. So you were awake the whole time? I woke up before you, yes. And she just let me sleep?
Anyways,
How long was I out for? I don't know. I didn't wake up that long ago. When I first came to, I was startled. I was startled to see a stranger. One can never know if they... oh my god, no one can ever know if they're in the presence of a friend or foe. Which is why I need to see for myself how much I could trust you by lying on the floor and making yourself vulnerable. Jesus, she makes no sense. As an excuse to break off the conversation, I started to look around the room. It was definitely some kind of boiler room, but there didn't seem to be a light switch anywhere. The only light came from a vent set far back in the room. Oh, so from that corner there. Looking at my close surroundings, I was standing on a platform with stairs that led down to the rest of the room. The lower floor was mildly flooded. I would say the water reached a little above my ankles. It was a place that had clearly been abandoned for a long time. Even with all the strange things around me, my gaze kept returning to this girl. There's something about her that seems almost familiar. Yeah, we just saw her. Wait, that's it. She was on the train I boarded. Hey, we've met before. Oh? On that train? Yeah. Things turned upside down not long after you arrived. A strange smell started to come from that travel bag, and then everything turned black. Right. Just what the hell was that? I think it was a chemical agent. That bag must have been equipped with a gas bomb or something. Someone clearly wanted to knock us out. It sounded like she's been thinking hard about it. Maybe that's why it took her so long to wake me up. Sure. I was thinking the same, but whose bag was it? Why do they want to knock us out? And why aren't we on the train anymore? Where are we?
This.
Considering our surroundings, some sort of boiler room. As she raised her hand to push up her glasses, something large and metallic on her wrist caught my eye. Ooh. I'm guessing we have that as well. It's gonna be like almost like an e-handbook kind of thing. Is that an e-handbook? It's an Apple Watch. It vaguely looked like a watch. Hey, what's on your wrist? Oh, what's on your hand? You tell me. It appears you have one as well. Huh? At those words, I looked down at my hand. What the? Sure enough, I was wearing the same device. It's been fitted tightly around my wrist. It felt like I was wearing nothing at all. Hey, I'm not wearing this. As I grabbed a hold of the device and pulled a tiny surge of electricity ran through my wrist. Ugh.
How humiliating.
Sorry, I should have warned you. If you try taking it off, it shocks you. Thanks for the heads up. Shit, what's going on here? Why am I wearing this weird shock collar thing? Who put this on me? Who can touch the screen though? You can touch the screen though. Huh? See, like this. If you tap the face of the device, it slowly lit up and displayed a holographic image. Ah, cool. Oh, so like a watch? It's just projecting a blank screen for some reason. Either way, it seems we're stuck with this device for the time being.
Moving on.
While you're standing there, at least you can do is give me your name. We didn't have much of a meeting on the train in any way. Damon Maitsu. Ultimate debater. I'm a student at Eden's Garden Academy. How interesting. What is it? Thank you for telling me more than I asked for.
As for myself, you may call me Eva Tsunaka.
It's nice to meet you. I'm sure it is. Oh, I didn't do the screen where it's like Eva Matsuko, whatever her name was. The pain from the shock was finally subsiding. It's as good as a time as any to get better grasp in this room. Maybe there's something in here that we can explain the flooding, or even better, that annoying mechanical noise. Welcome to Project Eden's Garden. A lot has happened already, and I'm sure you're eager to investigate. But there are some things you should get acquainted with first. To access the trinket, or as Damien has poetically put it, the watch, simply press F1. To view past dialogue, press F2. Yep. To access observation mode, press Enter key. Press the Enter key again to exit. What? I just clicked the Enter key. Oh, and use the WASD keys to pan around the room. If you ever need to revisit this information, check the controls panel. It's just one F3 key away. Okay, that's all for now. Go forth and explore. Alrighty. Ah, I see. And then it shows stuff and click on. Alright, Jesus, quick. Yep, I knew I should put it on the lower setting. It's Eva Tsunaka. Really nothing. What's camera? Yeah? Staring at me from the corner of the room was an expensive looking security camera. Had this been recently installed? It seems better installed suited for a vault than a crappy boiler room. You notice the camera too. Yeah, it's really out of place. Do you think someone is watching us through it? Doesn't look like it turns on, so I doubt it. I see. Perhaps that's for the best. What do you mean? If someone is watching us, it's possible that they are the same person who put these wrist straps on us. She makes a decent point. Alright. Boxes. There might be something useful in these pile of dusty boxes. Light bulbs, duct tape, a bunch of screws. Nope, there's nothing in here but junk. Okay. I can't include the vent. Generator. This is probably what's making the humming sound. There's a generator under the vent. Is this what's making the mechanical noise? Seeing it in the water, put me a bit on edge. I was thinking of checking out the window above it, but now I'm not so sure. It seems to be it. The room's too run down for me to investigate anything else. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Eva approach the pile of boxes and fish out a light bulb. Then, without hesitation, plop. She chucked it in the water. What are you doing? All of a sudden, she jumped off the platform we were standing on and into the water. Seriously? What the hell are you doing?
You see?
Exploring? You're not worried about the generator? Look at the light bulb. I threw it on the water. Notice how it isn't flashing? That means the water isn't conductive. Fair enough. I guess she's not worried about getting her shoes wet either. Okay, just give me a second. I took off my socks and shoes and quickly rolled up my pants. Trying to hide my discomfort behind a cool face, I descended the stairs into the murky water. The mechanical noise was even louder now. It sounds like it was coming from the direction of the vent. Yep, it definitely must be the generator. We're lucky the water is conductive. Those exposed wires would be bad news otherwise. For such a small generator, it seems like it's running a lot of power. It's surprising how this noise alone wasn't enough to wake us up. Whatever knocked us out on the train must have been pretty strong. Anyway, that explains the whirling noise. I wonder where the power is going to. High up on the wall was a vent. What could be on the other side? Do you want to look through that? Yeah, I do. Alright, I have an idea, but it will take some physical effort. Like what? Like getting on my shoulders. I'm not doing that. If you get on my shoulders, it will give you a boost. You need to look through the window. Fair, but should I be the one giving you a boost? I don't think you can handle it. Damn. Saying that, she stopped in front of the generator and motioned for me to come over. Make sure to tuck your feet behind your back. I went over to Eve and awkwardly positioned myself on her shoulders. Damn, dude, she's strong.
You can do this.
I'm fine. Just look through the window already.
All right.
Well, do you see anything? Yeah, another vent and a room just beyond it. I can't see what's inside the room though. Both these vents are in the way. Taking a closer look at the boiler room vent, I noticed there were hinges bolted to the upper corners. Does this mean the vent can be opened? Wrapping my fingers around the grate in front of me, I pulled as hard as I could. Hey, I got it open. Can you see better now? Although the second vent is still obstructing a lot of the room, I was able to make out the legs of a table and chairs. They were pretty fancy looking. It's the floor of some fancy room. We must be in a building with multiple levels. Whether this vent opens into another room instead of outside. Huh? Just beyond the chairs in the very corner of the room, there was something peeking out. Ah, legs. A person's legs? From a chest tightened. Is he also passed out? Hello? Can you hear me? No response. Damn it. There's got to be a way inside of this room, or through the vent. Eve, can you let me down? There's something in there? I think it's a guy. He's laying on the floor and I'm pretty sure he's passed out. He might know something we don't. If we're not there when he wakes up, we might lose him. There's room on the level above ours, you said. Right, which means there must be stairs somewhere. I have to find them. It's living area. Press R key. I'll confirm the choice with you. Just okay. As soon as I was out of the water, I threw my socks and shoes and ran to the door. Why don't we just escape first? Why do we have to look around everywhere? Upon leaving the room, I was greeted with an equally derelict hallway. That's the word. The walls and floors were an old, matted colour with nothing else to them. No wall deco, no windows, no life whatsoever. However, there was one thing that stood out. At the very end of the hallway, where the corridor took a sharp turn, was what looked to be sunlight hitting the wall. Does it mean there's an exit right around the corner? Don't go running off without me. Huh? I've already inspected the rooms in this hallway, so you can just ignore them. Huh? When did you do that? While you were asleep. You weren't waking up despite my best efforts, so I decided to investigate my own. Hang on, your best efforts? Poking in your face, dragging you by the feet. I even brutally carried you at that point. Not sure I can believe that. Anyway, I haven't checked what's upstairs. I didn't walk too far from when you were lying. You didn't think to get help? You're obviously breathing. That doesn't answer the question. You only started to wake up after I returned from my search. How does that get in the way of finding help? Unless she didn't want to leave me here alone. I can't figure her out at all. This floor didn't turn up anything useful, by the way. The rooms were just a bunch of storage closet, completely dilapidated, filled with random stuff. That was the case for every room. Oh god. Jesus. Fucking hell. Todd. That was the case for every room. If you don't believe me, you can check by yourself. So my grandmother's brother's friend's motivational calendar once said, you can't progress if you don't have the will to move. Please use WASD keys to walk. Since you're in a hurry, hold shift to sprint. Last but not least, proceed with caution. You never know what could be hiding around the corner. Wait, what? Ooh. I kind of like this better than... Because Danganronpa, you move around, you feel like you just fucking like... This one you actually feel like you're moving around.
It's the truth.
If you don't believe me, you can check by yourself. I need to figure out my voice. I don't know if I want to talk like that. I think she kind of has this voice to her. She's like, what are you doing? So I might talk like this. You can check by yourself. You can check by yourself. Storage closet. Okay. It was almost identical to what Ava had described earlier. There's no real organization or meaning to anything. It was just filled with completely random crap. What did I tell you? It's definitely a messy place. Yeah, that's right. Let's move on now. I should probably listen to her. There's no reason for me to look inside this room. Especially when we might have found help. It's gonna be the same with each closet. Like, I don't like enter being the key. What is it in Danganronpa? Is it tab? I think it's tab to like search everything. Because then I have to reach on my other side of the keyboard, which is really annoying. So if I can change controls, that would be nice. I'm not gonna look in the rest of them. And it takes so long to exit, goddamn. I hope they fix the speed on that. Well, let's just explore this way, I reckon. It does take a while to load. The upper floor was in a lot better condition than the one below, but that wasn't saying much. Water stains covered some parts of the walls and ceilings. I could only guess a pipe had broken and started leaking. There didn't seem to be any mold at the very least. So it's a mansion. That's cool. That's a cool design. Or it might be the academy, and it might just be like a bit of a classic looking school / mansion academy place. Which I think it would be. It would be in Eden's Garden. It makes sense. That would be the case. That only reminds me then. So if this takes place in the school, then besides Danganronpa 2, every other game takes place within like a school establishment style, which I don't mind because it makes sense for what it is. But like, if they ever make a new one or any more fan games, I hope they make more in like really exotic locations. Like you can do, I think like a mansion would be cool. So I think that's what they're trying to implement here, like an old classic mansion. So the room of the unconscious man should have been above and adjacent to the boiler room. That means it must be on the other side of the hallway, correct? Yeah, given we walked away from the boiler room to get here. Alright, let's investigate. Cool. Do I get a map? No, tab was map. Right.
There must be something.
There's definitely another room though with the man. It's too close to the stairs. Right. It's this room. This is definitely not the right way. Oh, shit. What? This room? Rattle. It's locked. Fuck, how far is it? I guess it's this room then? This must be the room. Taking a deep breath, I push open the large doors. Wow, this is a pretty stylish looking place. It's a lot better maintained than the rest of the building. Okay, the fence should be...
Oi!
Huh? Huh? What a chance to react. The woman drove her fist directly into the side of my head. Oh, come on, man. Come on, bro. Ugh. Who the hell are ya? What the? Who the hell are you? Shit, why did you just hit me? I'm not gonna embarrass a stranger with open fucking arms. You could have been a murderer. I love doing the over Aussie accent, it's so good. So instincts is to attack someone, to attack any, oh my god, to attack everything you see? Hey, I've already spread one guy in a suit. I'm not letting my guard down a second time. A guy in a suit? Oh, this guy. Huh? Oh, hello. Hey, he's pretty chill. This guy, the outfit he's wearing, the outfit he's wearing. We've met before, haven't we? I was about to say, I recall seeing your faces on the train. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the two of you were standing next to each other. Do you guys know each other? Not at all. We only formally met a few minutes ago.
Anyways.
Well, you were still knocked out by the sleeping gas stuff, right?
Soybean.
Don't remind me, soybean. What? Yeah, that's right. I said it. You're a soybean, just like this loser next to me. Bro, I think you should be using much more colourful language, being an Aussie. I'll disagree, but we should focus on what happened on the train. I don't know what the fuck happened, but there we go. 1 second I was on the train, the next I was surrounded by total darkness. The place was like a solitary confinement chamber. I thought I was gonna suffocate in there. What are you talking about?
See that?
See that pantry over there? Yeah. Turns out the door was unlocked. You're inside the pantry? When she kicked open the door, I nearly jumped out of my skin. What the hell were you doing while she was in there? Waking up? Yeah? Is it unfair? I got stuffed in some tiny pantry while this guy had the entire floor to himself. Whoever responsible for this must have been jealous of my talent. You won't believe how many jealous bastards turn violent in this industry. Industry? What's with that dumb face? You know who I am, right? Was I supposed to? Uncultured
My
swine.
name's Grace Madison, ultimate golfer. Don't forget it, Soybean.
Is she Australian? Oh no, she New Zealand. Oh man. My name's Grace Madison, ultimate golfer. She didn't really sound. Grace Madison. There we go. Why didn't we get that for Eva? What the fuck's going on? The ultimate golfer. Of course. Since the two of you were on that train, that must mean you're ultimates as well. What about you? Oh, we don't even know Eva's ultimate as well. Can you tell me your ultimate talent?
I'm Wolfgang Akere, the ultimate lawyer. Here's my card.
Hell yeah, dude. Wolfgang, bro. We got a Wolfgang up in here? Ultimate lawyer. I think him and I will be going back and forth quite a bit in the debates, I reckon. Because I'm a debater, he's a lawyer. Lawyers have to kind of debate as well, so... Oh my god. Ooh. Oh my god. A lawyer. It's way better than being an ultimate golfer, but... Such a young-looking guy. I didn't expect him to have a talent like that. His age must be part of what makes him an ultimate. You look confused. I'm not confused, I look too young. Is that what you think?
I understand.
I get it a lot. Even Miss Madison said it. Cause it's true. Cause it's true. I don't know if she's Australian now. She was like doing the oi. So I was like, surely she's Australian. Alright. Well, don't you think the same can be said for yourself? I'm not wise in the way of sports, but I've always had the impression golf was an old man's business. Not that young women shouldn't take the reins. The sport's probably in need of revival. I have a feeling she's gonna be a killer. It's gonna be something like Leon in the first game, where it's like the only way they could have turned on this button that was a mile away was to be hit with with something. And the only one who could have done that was the ultimate golfer. I'm just predicting. I don't know. It's a tough industry. That's because we got to fight for recognition, not sit around for 7 years and do F all. Do fuck all. That's what she should have said. Sounds like the average high schooler. Now that I think about it, hey, how old were you when you started college? That's personal information I don't intend to disclose. You're a piece of work, aren't you? What happened to talking about the train? These guys seriously have their priorities skewed. So you have them too?
Look.
Huh? We're all wearing the same wrist straps. Really? You were busy talking, so I figured you should have noticed unless I pointed it out. Wrist straps, you say? Pfft, these fuckers are more like mini stock collars. Those aren't mutually exclusive. I heard you the first time. So, you tried taking it off, did you? Yep. Same with you? Actually, it was me who tried taking it off. The stupid thing zapped me when I did. I suspect it wasn't unique to Miss Madison, though I hadn't tried removing the strap myself. Equipping everyone with a strap that shocks them. What could justify doing something like... Oh, why did I start talking in Madison's language? Equipping everything with a strap that shocks them. What could justify doing something like that? Well, what's the purpose behind these straps? Are you draft? It's to shock us. The thing is, we seem to receive a shock if we try to remove it. So why are we allowed to remove these wrist straps? What I want to know is who even put these things on us. The answers to these questions might be something we have to figure out ourselves. It does make sense. For me to be abducted and taken somewhere I don't know, surrounded by a bunch of strangers and forced to figure out why? It doesn't make any sense. Why is it happening?
Hello.
Huh? Oh, hello there. Are you talking to me? No, look behind you. Huh? Confused, I turned to see what had captured everyone's attention. Oh, hello. For a second, I thought I was seeing something. Picked us from the corridor was a small girl. Who are you?
Is that a...
What the? Is that a fucking gremlin? Miss Madison, you scared her. Oh my god. Miss Madison, you'll scare her if you shout like that. Huh? The girl had left her position by the corridor and slid into the room. Now I can see for certain that she was a kid. What the hell? Why is there a kid here? For your information, I am not a gremlin. Did your mother ever teach you manners? It's rude to backtalk strangers you haven't met. No way, the gremlin can talk. I just told you, I'm not a gremlin. If we must make comparisons, I'd rather you liken me to something more elegant. For example, a kappa. That's not much better. Please be careful what you say to her. This girl seems awfully young. She doesn't seem young. She is young. What's going on here? Why is there a child wandering around? You know that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I also saw you on the train. You were hidden behind some other people, so you were pretty hard to see. I assumed you were sitting down or something. It didn't even cross my mind that you might have been an actual kid. Carrying behind a bunch of strangers, huh? Figures I didn't see it. Still, what the hell was it even doing on the train? That was it. That's what I'm wondering. A kid's got no business with people like us. I do not appreciate your misguided comments about my age. I'm a professional, just like the rest of you. You mean you're an ultimate?
Is that really true?
I didn't think children could qualify as ultimates. Must I keep repeating myself? I'm not a child. I'm a professional. Well, what is it that you're good at? So I desire to know more about my talent, do you? Normally, I'll decline further conversation with rude people like you, but given our circumstances, I shall be, sanguine on the matter. Sanguine? Sanguine, that is not the word. Sanguine. I think it's like genuine. Let's put sanguine on the matter. I think that's it. Should be sanguine on the matter.
I am Toshiko Kayura, the ultimate matchmaker. Nice to meet you, I suppose.
Nice. Toshiko Kayura.
That's...
A matchmaker? Aren't you a bit young for something like that? The Gremlin's obviously lying about having a talent. I bet it snuck away onto the train before it saw the commotion. Tch. Now this little bastard is stuck with us.
Look at what you've done.
Not what you've done. You made her upset.
Of
Upset?
course not.
Of course not. I know better than to take a gremlin seriously. Oi! Don't think you can just use my own insult against me. Grace. What? So if I have things right, all 5 of us were on the train. What about the other people who boarded it? What do you think about the other people who boarded it? Do you think they're being kidnapped as well? That is correct. Huh? Apart from us, there are 11 other people. 11? Counting us? That makes 16. That's the same number of people who were on the train. I've become well acquainted with them. The only person I've been avoiding is the frustrating boy I woke up with. You wouldn't believe his manners. And she also woke up with another person. I'm starting to see a pattern here. As does everyone else. Speaking of, would you like to meet the others? I think they should. I think they should know about you four. You four. That would be helpful. Yes. Very well. I shall serve you as your guide as we embark on the new journey. Don't sound so happy about this. This is a kidnapping, not a college orientation. Then again, it's not like I would go to most orientations willingly. Maybe those 2 events aren't that different after all. Damn, dude. Where are the others right now? Obviously, they're outside of this building. There's an exit not far from here. Follow me. She seems to know more than us. It wouldn't hurt to entertain her. Let's see what this thing has up its sleeve. Outside this building, so there's even more to this place than we've already seen. Are there other buildings just like this one? Exactly how big of an area are we exploring? Standing here won't give us an answer. I should find the exit already. Let's go. Do I get a map? Looks like those are gone. Whenever I work better alone. Okay, I'm going back to. Oh, wait, let's do a loop. Okay. Yep.
Trust in the process.
Miss Kayura seems well acquainted with the layout of this building. We should follow her directions for now.
Soybean.
About time you arrived, Soybean. Can you not call me that?
Hello.
Hello, Toshiko. Hello, Toshiko isn't happy you fell behind. I thought you guys would leave without me. You can say the excuse for Toshiko. I don't really care. Okay. You're late.
Oi.
You're waiting? Only because the gremlin insisted. I didn't even realize you fell behind until she said something.
Unfortunately.
I'm ashamed to say the name.
Well,
By the way, what are the others doing right now? Exploring something else, probably? You don't sound very sure for yourself. They had all the nerves to tell me to stay put while they inspected the area. If they don't want me exploring, then I suppose I'll explore by myself. Alright, sounds like she wanted to show off.
Done yet?
Who cares about that? The guy's here now. Oh, who cares about that? The guy's here now. Let's go already. Yes, and then the others will realize their foolishness. Onwards to the great outdoors. The little girl turned to face the door, but insisted on pushing it open. She reached for a lock I hadn't even noticed before. Click. Door opened with a long, shrill creak, but finally saw what was waiting outside. Alright. Does take a bit to load. Oh. Standing before us, Spartan Sunlight was a massive Roman Stoic courtyard. Finally, some sunlight. This courtyard, I wonder if we can escape by climbing over the hedges. The hedges are tall, but if we try looking for a rope, I doubt it's that easy. The devices we're wearing will probably shock us. Let's see if you're right. Go on, Sawboy, climb the hedge.
No.
What the? Unfortunately, it's pointless to climb the hedges. How do you know? If you take a closer look at the sky, you should understand. The sky? It's fake, isn't it? Do you see anything strange? Anything strange? No, there's nothing standing out. Wait, huh? As my eyes tried to adjust the glare of the sun, I noticed it. The shape of the clouds were normal at all. No, it's almost as if they were concaved. The dome. The sky's curving inwards? Could it be? Are we looking at a hologram?
On.
Of course, this size. No way there's got to be a 360 projection or something.
That's...
You mean the sky we're looking at is actually a video phenomena? A panorama? Oh my god. It sounded completely ridiculous when said out loud, but at the same time, it made too much sense. If this is a 360 projection, wouldn't that mean we're inside some sort of dome? Such is the truth I had long recognized.
Come off the grass.
That's... Wait, so you know the sky was fake? Why'd you call this dump yard the great outdoors? It's for dramatic effect. In truth, I haven't seen natural sunlight since the moment I woke up here. No sunlight. No sunlight? You really didn't see any windows in the building? No, none at all. No windows? Means no oxygen. We might be suffocating as we speak. We've survived this line. I think we'll be okay. You're acting way too nonchalant. Does this place bother you at all? It's a dome with a fake sky. It's likely out of something out of a movie. Maybe whoever brought us here wanted to recreate the feeling of being outside in lieu of actually letting us outside. Sure, if you want to make some broad assumptions. In a situation like this, making assumptions is all you can really do. Whether or not the sky really is a projection, it's not something we can do much about. For now, we should remain focused on meeting the other students. Huh? But the insane chatter had a quiet, high-pitched noise, sort of like a mouse squeak. It sounded like the current conversation automatically stood out. Hey, can you guys stop talking for a second?
Yeah.
Is there a problem? Do you hear that? Hear what? Almost sounds like whimpering.
Strike me pink.
Wait,
Oi,
I just heard it. Oi, who the hell is crying? Quit hiding and come talk to us. Do ignore the shrew. Her bark is worse than her bite. Why are you calling a shrew? The crying seemed to have stopped, but whoever it was refused to come out. Can we just leave them be? If they don't want help, it's not our issue.
Goodness.
Don't be so heartless. This could be someone in
Be
need.
careful.
To the girl that is crying, please excuse my friends here. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out hiding. Will only make you more scared. Do you really think they're going to be convinced? You really think you're going to convince them?
Eh?
Huh? Hello, I wasn't,
Hello.
How about you tell us your name first?
Eloise Toner. I'm the ultimate fencer. It's really nice to meet you all, even if it doesn't seem like it.
The ultimate fencer, Eloise Tollner. Ultimate fencer, was it? That's strange. Someone who's proficient at fighting shouldn't have a reason to hide from people. Actually, it doesn't focus on much on courage as people think. The key to fencing is the ability to predict your opponent's moves, along with having the agility to avoid them. Acting brash may get you the first move, but it's a steady, analytical mind that secures the win. That's kind of impressive. Oh, thank you. I get really excited when it comes to the subject, so I can't help but
Listen to
gush.
me.
But I have to ask, why are you hiding from us? She stood there quietly, deep in
Okay.
thought. When I woke up, I had no idea where I was or why I was here.
Like,
There were several strangers around me, and they were all so panicked as well. I felt like a mouse caught in a trap. Everything around me is so suffocating. That's why I ran away immediately. I really don't like it when people can see me like that. I can't even call my mom. My phone wasn't on me when I came to. If it's any reassurance, it seems my friends and I are in the same situation. That's probably the last thing she wants to hear. And since when were
Well-
we friends? Was there anyone with you when you woke up? Yes, but I didn't get to talk to them before I went into flight mode. Sorry. This girl is just as clueless as us. And it seems she's also passed out on the train. There's a guy in the back as well. Can we go talk to him? Damn it, what the hell is going on here? Were you the only people in that building, by the way? Miss Kaira is currently introducing us to everyone else. Would you like to join?
maybe.
I think I want to stay
Very well.
where I am. Very well. Then when I meet the others, I'll tell them to gather here, and that way you won't be alone. Also, if everyone's together, we can discuss our next course of action. Well, I'll wait here if it makes things easier for
Many
everyone.
thanks.
Many thanks, Miss Tulliner. Compared to before, she looked a lot calmer. Wolfgang knew how to handle the situation pretty well, or maybe he just knows how to handle people in general. I guess this is admirable. Alright. Go with this guy. Guy's leaning against the hedge with his hands in his
Nice.
pockets. Looks like you found some friends. Indeed. Why didn't you say hello? He looked at us and waved. I resisted the urge to wave back.
Fenton!
Have you no manners? Talk to them. Alright, my bad. Clearly assumed he stood up straight and faced us.
about it.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to act like a dick. Today's just been all over the place for me. Not an excuse, I know.
I suppose.
I suppose we can forgive you. If you give us your name. Easy enough.
I'm Desmond Hall. They call me the ultimate marksman.
Ultimate marksman. Desmond Hall. Okay, okay.
Hear me out.
A marksman, eh? Must mean you're really good at shooting stuff, right? That's right. I have a really good eye. I have a really good eye for my targets. Guns, bows, slingshots, you name it. I've hit bullseyes with it. I'll hit bullseyes with it. All those weapons, I must ask. You haven't killed anyone, have you? Whoa, never. I realize my talent may leave some people on edge, but I only practice on stationary targets. Moving targets are really outside of my comfort zone. Believe me, I've never taken a human life. I see. Good to know. With such a serious question, he composed himself pretty quickly. Guess this guy knows how to keep his cool. So where's your partner? We all had one, to my knowledge. Oh, you mean the pirate guy? He was, well, he was fine. Harmless for the most part, just a little too extreme for me to be around. In situations like this, I prefer to keep to myself. I know that sounds less cooperative, but, you know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oi!
Wait just a second.
You.
Huh? You. Did you just say a pirate? It sounds dumb, I know, but I know I would buy it either if I'd spoken to the guy myself. It's got to be that one freaky dude on the train, right? The buff one with the dragon tattoo? Yep, that's your man. He went through the door over there, so I gotta see him. Yeah, have fun with that. Just seeing the guy's a little out there. By the way, Desmond, do you see the girl in the grey uniform over there? I told her I'm going to bring everyone here. I think it's important we discuss the current situation as a group. Could you give her some company while I'm gone? Oh, sure thing. The others are an odd bunch, so good luck convincing them. You may act casual, but being an ultimate marksman must take a lot of diligence. Always keeping a steady hand, always thinking on your feet. There's probably a lot to learn from someone like that. Everyone must be in that building up ahead. Please, they're discussing something. Perhaps they're discussing something. Let's head over and find out, shall we? Is anyone else around here? Another thing is I'm slower compared to the other games. Whatever. Bam. Let's head in. What's the time as well? 1 o'clock. I didn't need to go shopping today. Oh shit! Yeah. These people in here. Holy hell, is that a tree? The thing has to be like 60 feet tall or something. A sight to behold, isn't it? Let's not get too excited.
No.
It's only a tree. I'm not even sure we can say that. Could you elaborate? I don't quite get what you mean. You had bent down and crushed one of the fallen leaves in her hands. And nearly crumbling and tearing. This is a fox tree. Impossible! How can someone possibly manufacture a tree of this size? If it's real, explain why there's leaves. Explain why these leaves don't make any noise when I break them. That expression said it all. Why the hell is there a huge fake tree?
Indeed.
To be hard pressed to find a school with an installation like this. You'd be hard pressed to find it anywhere. I feel like you only see this in a museum or something. This building certainly has a strange aesthetic. That's one way to put it. The tree was in the center of a large curricular room. Surrounding it was a bunch of people I recognized from the train. Those were the others Toshiko was talking about. Counting the two we just met, this is everyone, correct? Correct.
What's wrong?
Is something wrong? If everyone from our train car is here, where are the other people who were on the train? That's a good point. There were other people, right? Of course. The academy said they reserved the train for its students. Yeah, but did you actually see anyone?
Let's see.
I never left our car, but I know Miss Madison did.
I
Huh?
apologize.
You mentioned leaving for the bathroom, remember? But I left to take a piss like an hour ago.
I see.
Oh, right. I passed a bunch of students on my way to the crapper. I didn't talk to them, though. You know what I get the feeling? Is that she's supposed to be Australian or New Zealand or something. but the person voice acting them aren't either, and they're not doing a good job. Like, they get the oi down, but that's kind of it. Because they're like, I see. Like, that's not... Australia doesn't talk like that. They had to have heard the commotion in a car. Why didn't they help us? Maybe they were also knocked out. I doubt it's something we can answer right now. Can I just introduce you to the others already? Yeah. Yes, we should familiarize ourselves with the people who are currently here. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing we can do right now. Regardless, the whole thing was pretty baffling. The other students on the train passed out. Where are they? Where are they now? If they didn't pass out, why did they not help us escape our car? Glad to see you're alright, kid. Of course I'm alright. Gave everyone a scare running away like that. I really thought we could catch you, but... How fortunate that the door came equipped with a lock. However, it was all worth it. Look at these people I befriended during my exploration. I'll give you credit where credit's due. You came here back with plenty of spoils.
Oi, you.
Oi, I want to talk to you for a sec. Huh? You're a pirate, right? Shiver me timbers. Oi, matey. That kind of pirate, right?
Eh?
Eh? I'm not a pirate. I'm a ship captain. There's a huge difference. Huh? A ship captain? You don't need to be so loud. She was just asking a question. Just a question? Huh, for you guys like me, that pirate nonsense is a tired stereotype. Pirates live off stealing and causing trouble. We ship captains are nothing like those lowlifes. If you're not a pirate, then explain the clothes. Huh? Do you look like the clothes of a pirate to you? Maybe not a real one, but an exaggerated stereotype, sure.
Please don't.
It's probably best you leave this man alone. I take it he's dealt with our kind before.
No mistake.
I never like to sour the mood, but a man can only stand so much. Sorry for losing my cool. Okay, whatever. We said you're a ship captain, right? As I was acting weird, but I wanted to get more out of him. I never pictured a ship captain receiving an invitation from Eden's Garden Academy, especially not someone like this guy. That's right. I know the seas like the back of my hand. Every shiver and watery way within the north and southern waters. I'm the king of the seas.
Hero of the storms. I am Jean de la Mer.
John de la Mar. John de la Mar, ultimate ship captain. King of the seas, hero of the storms. Do people call him that, or did he just come up with those names himself?
Is that really true?
You know every river and waterway. Is that really true? Yep, I've studied every map I possibly can. Of course, I haven't actually been everywhere. According to a stingy little thing called Border Patrol, that's known in some parts as trespassing. I may be king of the seas, but I'm not above the law. I suppose that's good enough. Either way, it's not like it matters much here. From the looks of it, we're nowhere near the ocean. Fortunately, life as a captain has accustomed me to the unexpected. You lads can trust in me. I will protect you as if you were my own crew. Protect? Protect us from what? I suppose from whoever put these wristwatches on us. Then again, there doesn't seem to be anyone else in this place apart from us. Guess that means our only obstacle is finding an escape. No too big of an ask, eh? All we need to do is find where we entered. Then voila, sweet freedom. For such a simple conclusion, he must be making a big deal out of it. It may interest you to know the people are gathered outside the building Miss Kyra explored. We want everyone together so we can discuss what to do next. Would you like to join them? Always good to keep people at the same wavelength. See you there, mate. Phew, that guy's a prick. Not at all what I expected. Funny, he was very bit as dumb as his apprentice. As his appearance. Funny, he was very bit as dumb as his appearance. Apprentice, what am I doing then? That was the academy thinking, inviting someone like him. Damn, dude. Yeah, we're a bit of a dickhead, aren't we?
Golly.
What's this? More friends? Let's not go for that. Let's not go that far. I don't even know what your name or talent yet.
Just a sec.
Then let me tell you.
My name is Ingrid Grimwall, and I'm the
Ah, she's
ultimate
Southern.
blacksmith.
Oh, she's a southerner. Okay, that makes things a bit easier. I didn't know what to do for it. Accent. Ingrid Grimwall. I'm the ultimate blacksmith. A real blacksmith, eh? Is it anything like how movies depict it? Have you ever made swords out of molten metal? Not just fuck. Not just any swords, but tools, armor, statues. If you can name it, I can forge it. I think that's kind of shit. It's never an easy undertaking. I will admit. Sprained muscles are par for the course, but I cannot do a southern accent. The same way climbing a mountain is painstaking, but reaching the top delivers a high you can never forget. The struggle in all worth is for the outcome. No wonder she built like an athlete. Her job sounds like a non-stop high-intensity exercise. So how has your kind not gone extinct? Extinct? Maybe redundant by technology. And there are ways to make specialized weapons without overworking yourselves?
Well, I don't like to admit it.
Against modern machines, it's true I'm not an equal match, because I think I'm better than them. Those hunks of metal may look cool, but their creations lack the human touch. You gotta keep things natural, traditional. That's when truly amazing things happen.
Look at that.
If my creation touches the heart, it's better than anything made by machine. Imperfections be damned. Oh. Better than machines, huh? People have always told me my skills were impressive, but I'm not yet to be compared to a computer or something. How come a blacksmith can receive that sort of acclaim before me? Damn, he's a bit cocky, isn't he? There's always been a demand for handmade things, especially nowadays. Does your audience skew older by chance? Old folks, movie producers, board game enthusiasts, even the occasional youngins. These are all the people who visit me. It's great when I can relate to most of my clients. Their excitement is mine. Exactly which clients does she relate to? In any case, are you the same as us? We also kidnapped on the train and taken here? Oh, I wouldn't say kidnapped. What? Did you not black out on the train? No, I did. Then who else would you describe? How else would you describe the situation? Maybe it's a super excursion? Better yet, a surprise exam. The people running this program are just putting our abilities to the test. That's stupid. If the academy was that unhinged, no one would continue attending them. Well, you know, whatever it is, I'm sure we'll get out of here. Needless optimism isn't a substitute for reason. By the way, there's a gathering happening outside the building. Miss Cairo explored. Would you like to join them? We plan to discuss some more important matters there. No, aren't you nice? I'll get right to it. Don't do anything silly while I'm gone. I think I got there. Alright, this chick is definitely my bae. Ugh. So y'all caught up in this too, did you? I remember seeing the 5 of you on the train. You're really ultimate students, huh? We wouldn't have been on the train if it weren't. Just making sure. I knew the education sector had low standards, but are they just handing out titles to anyone who would ask? Huh? Oh my god. What? The hell is your damage? The hell is your damage? Right. That's it. What's the matter? I know this bitch. As in personally? Nah. She's the harlot that's been surrounding my magazines. That's been ruining my magazines. Ever since the interview with Rich People's Digest, her stupid success stories have been plastered everywhere. Youngest ever self-made billionaire, pioneer of the architectural industry. Blah. Did I hear that right? This girl we're talking to, is she actually... I'm flattered you memorized my resume. Your resume, so those things she said weren't an exaggeration? This is news to you. Anyone knows that, but, oh my god. Anyone knows about Winona? That would be my name, yes.
Although, many call me the ultimate entrepreneur. Origins aside, it's one good title.
The ultimate entrepreneur. Although, many call me the ultimate entrepreneur. Origins aside, it's one good title. Has a slight southern to her. No, Winona. That's probably what how you pronounce it. No wonder she gave us such an intense aura. This girl probably has enough money to buy an entire country. So that doesn't mean I'm going to let her talk down to me. She has looks, talent, and wealth. She would be a truly auspicious match. Auspicious match. Why would a billionaire need to attend a school like Eden's Garden Academy? I thought it would be an opportunity to make connections with the well-established geniuses of my generation. Now that I'm aware of the lax admissions process, I'm leaving the first chance I get. And not because you're being kidnapped. You can leave, Destiny. You can leave. Destiny's declared that I must guide you towards a most wondrous romance. I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather refresh financial reparations more than the academy. Damn. At the very least, let me be your stead. With my divine foresight, I shall lead your legal battle to victory. After I fell asleep in that train car, someone must be carried me out and dumped me next to this tree here. Why didn't no one stop them? Were there no precautions in a place to stop someone from manhandling a student? I'd say it was extreme ineptitude. I'd say it was extreme ineptitude of the school's end, but since it appears I'm not the only victim, well, that makes things all the more sinister. So she thinks everyone carried her here? It's plausible, I guess. They could have transported us from the train by vehicle, then carried us in. When you woke up, was there anyone with you? Yep, but she was weird, so I left her. You're a walking stereotype. We know about as much as you do. The five of us have been walking around and talking to the other students that were on the train. The rest of them are congregating outside. Once we meet everyone, maybe we'll be able to figure out what's going on. Say, why don't you join them? I think I'll take you up on that offer. Such a relief that one of you actually had something useful to say. That girl was a piece of work, but given the recent happenings, she's not worth the stress. More importantly, what happened to us is too much of a single pair of hands. Someone had to sneak onto, maybe even hijack the train, plant a chemical agent, and then carry everyone they knocked out. That's got to be more than one person behind this. A group, maybe. The question becomes who and why. Alright. I think I'm going to do all the characters, and then once we've done that, I'm going to save. Yeah. And then I'm going to save, and then we'll end it there, I reckon. Because I need to go shopping. I might have a shower, and then go shop. Alright.
Yo! I'm Cassidy Amber, the ultimate pro gamer. Don't forget it, Kay.
Oh, we have a pro gamer. Another pro gamer, alright? I thought they were really trying to do a lot of different characters. Bro, we already had one in Danganronpa 2. What are they doing? Don't forget it, Kay. Okay, she talks like this. Cassidy Amber. Alright.
Very nice.
Jumping right into an introduction. I like it. Making a good first impression is key to grabbing the attention of your viewers. Especially if you have over 20 million of them. You gotta earn the watch time. 20 million? In gaming? Really that possible? It's not just gaming, it's pro gaming. Face it off against opponents in front of a large audience with prestige and prizes on the line. The stakes can't get any higher. Well, Tana's pretty frivolous. Her attitude towards video games competitions is somewhat impressive. It's sort of like, how do I feel about debating? Oh, question. Oh, what is it? Do you guys know of this place's internet? I promise my comrades will be streaming schedule wouldn't change after starting school. So I'm kind of freaking out. Your comrades? Cassie comrades. They're the biggest fan community on the internet. Which must mean her followers, being a streamer and all. It would definitely explain the hat. You must be very wealthy then. I've heard that popular streamers earn a lot of money, especially from subscriber donations. And there's many stories about young men falling prey to the infamous tired subscription. They are rendered forever unmarriageable. Such a shame. So how many suckers have you swindled? With such a large fan base, you must be ranking in the dough. Damn, that's a face. What's wrong with your face? I see how it is. You think the only motivation is money, don't you? Well, duh. Why else would you be a streamer? Typical bourgeoisie scum. Oh, that was a bit Australian. Whoopsies. Whoa. I stream for the battlement of the human race. A leader of the Cassidy Comrades, and my duty to redistribute most of my earnings to the masses. You mean you give away all your money? I do tons of expensive and generous stunts on my channel. Most of it for charity, but sometimes it's for random subscribers. One time I bought a spaghetti factory and donated it to the public school. Those kids would never have to pay for lunch again. They're probably got sick of eating pasta every day. All these giveaways are streamed too. They're really popular, so I get tons of views and donations from them. Impressive. You managed to quantify the act of charity. Of course. I gotta reserve some money for the basic necessities. A truckload of chocolate, soda being one. But it's not a problem for a person like me to have money, since I earn it through my own hard work.
So unfair.
The real problems are the swine who make billions every year. Even though all they do is sit around, drink cocktails, and stare at their stock profiles. In fact, I can even detect the rancid stench of a mortally bankrupt billionaire in this very academy. I bet they're plotting to profit off our suffering as we speak. This girl's honestly pretty deranged, though. That might be why she has such a large audience. Regardless, it does explain why someone like her was invited to Eden's Garden Academy. That's wary, as I am of confrontations between you and the more affluent students. I suggest you head over to the building and investigate it. I've been telling other people to gather there. Alright. It was nice meeting you. It was nice meeting you. What's up, bro? Come on, man! Just say something. Come on, please, pretty please.
So harsh.
So harsh. All I wanted was your name. Hey. Oh, it's more people. Hey there. What's the matter with him? I don't know. I spent ages trying to get this guy's name, but he won't say anything. If he's being a weirdo about it, just ignore him. Who are you anyway? Who am I?
The name's Jet Dawson, Ultimate Drag Racer. Nice to meet you, shrimp.
Alright. Drag Racer giving his outfit that comes as no surprise. Aren't you a worm in that suit? Ree! Ree! Are you confused? There's a fan inside the back of my helmet that emits cool air. Kind of like the fans in the car seats that cool your butts. Isn't that super rad? The way he yells every word, he could make anything sound like a big deal. Well, the issue is, they don't extend to the rest of my suit. Then stop wearing the suit and walk away naked? I mean, you're wearing different clothes.
So...
you should also have an ultimate talent, correct? Would you mind sharing it?
My name's Mark Bursky. I produce music.
So, music producer? Yeah. What's a music producer?
It's nothing.
but it's mostly bad remixes and stuff. My man, your music is wicked good. You know my songs? Nope. Do I even have to? You're the ultimate music producer. That's all about Says It All. I assume you two also woke up in the same place, right? Do you have any idea what might be going on? This whole shebang did come out of the blue, but to be honest, it feels like an extreme haunt. Do you know what that is? No, I don't. Figures you don't look the type. Meaning. Anyway, extreme haunts are really intense horror attractions. Think a haunted house crossed with a survival horror game. Staff will chuck you in an underground tunnel system, trap you in coffins, anything to scare you. I'm pretty good with these coffins. I'm pretty good with the coffins, not so much with the tunnels. What's this got to do with us? You see, there's a couple places that are known for starting their haunts with a simulated kidnapping. Yeah?
For real?
To make it feel like as real as possible, they even take you when you least expect it. The thing is, they can't just jump anybody. You gotta consent first. The hell? I never agreed to being kidnapped. Extreme haunts? Hey. Eh? Huh? People know better than to involve me in that crap.
Well?
Maybe we can consent to our kidnapping without even realizing it. Huh? For example, the letters we received from the academy. It is possible those invitations were actually consent forms in disguise. Don't tell me you actually believe this guy? Given what we've seen so far, I'd wager anything is possible. Is that really what happened here? And accepting that letter asking me to join Eden's Gardens Academy, did I knowingly agree to this crap? Well, that's just a theory. We won't know what's going on until we explore some more. I know some people who might be interested in your theory. They gather by the courtyard outside. You can join them if you want. Sure thing. Though he looked less than infused, he let the drag racer take him by the arm and lead him away. Could it really be possible? Were the letters we received actually consent forms in disguise? Is this some kind of messed up attraction? What does that say about Eden's Garden Academy? Is it part of the charade? Is Eden's Garden Academy even real? I should know better than to think nonsense things like that. If the academy was fake, someone would have already blown its cover. It's more likely that this is happening unbeknownst to the academy. Oops, I'm really sorry for hurting your feelings. I'll give your content a try. Who knows, I might really like it. If you didn't like me from the start, you're never gonna like me. Hey, you two. Hey. Oh crap, new guy, over there. What? You boarded the train before things went all crazy, right? Check it out. Me and the new guy together again. Stop acting like we're friends. I don't even know who you are.
Just messing with me.
That's a joke, right? What is? You know the thing you just said?
Hey.
Maybe you heard my name before. Does Kai Montiago ring a bell?
Hey.
Come on, Kai Montiago? Something of an artist, something of an entrepreneur?
Funny.
He's an influencer. He's a really big influencer. Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Right.
Ouch, right.
I thought I already lost all faith in humanity before coming to this dump, but
Kai Montiago, the ultimate influencer, eh? That's a bit of a broad term. You don't recognize that dumbass? Must be nice. You do? Guys, the cancer of the internet. You just disagree with him on one thing and he'll sink his army of underage followers on you. He's a dictator with a trendy fit.
Another day and
Dictator? Sheesh, you naysayers types are always so overdramatic. Don't listen to her, new guy. This chick's just recycling other people's propaganda. You're the one to talk. Check yourself in the mirror before crying propaganda. I see you're no stranger to the photo editing. I'm quite impressed. No one would never guess you had the face of a horse. The tears returned as quickly as they vanished. Not sure what I expected as an influencer to be like in a person, but this was definitely not it. Hey, leave Kai alone. He may not be the nicest person in the room, but can't you see you're hurting his feelings? He can get over it. Anyway, what about you? Hmm? Can you give me your name and talent? Oh, sure.
Diana Venecia, your local cosmetologist. If you're ever in need of a makeover, I'll work my magic. Just ask.
All right. Cosmetologist, eh?
Come again?
Is that it? You're a makeup artist? Not just a makeup artist. The makeup artist. What? That is the biggest, what the fuck? Beatican in the Hollywood. She's relatedly new to the public sphere. She's relatedly new to the public sphere, but word of their talent has been dominating social media, not to pique the interest of the entertainment elite. Now every A-list celebrity is scrambling to hire her. I see. This is not your first time talking about her. I am simply quoting my friends. They are all on Diana's waiting list. I'm sure. Why is it a shock this guy doesn't recognize her? What about me?
How humiliating.
Why do you care what he thinks? It's the demographic for people like you, larger teenage girls. My stuff is for everyone. I'm inclusive like that. Okay, that's it. Let's break this up. Diana, could you and Kai go to the courtyard outside? We're trying to get everyone to gather there. Alright, see you later. But none of you guys like me either? Makeup artist and influencer. Were this any other academy, I wouldn't bat an eye. The Ultimate Talent Program is a shell of itself. It'll hand out ultimate titles to anyone who asks. But even Scarlet Academy said it to be above that. It said it prioritized academic talent. And now it thinks I'm on par with these two? Alright, last go. This guy's cool. Boy is silently observing the space around him and jotting things through his notebook. Hey you. The hell? Oh, sorry, I dozed off for a bit there. You have terrible eye bags. Have you not been getting enough sleep? Oh, getting knocked out of that train was the most sleep I've got in a week. Thankfully, the little girl woke me up before I wasted too much time. If I'd known better, I wouldn't have. Your terrible sleep schedule has diminished your already meager natural beauty. The guy paused for a second, then began fiercely scribbling in his notebook. Interesting. A boy with a snake tie, girl with a white uniform, a man with a dapper suit. Oi, what are you doing? A very loud woman with a visor. With a visor. Are you writing about us? I make sure to record all of my daily happenings. There's no way I'd remember it all otherwise. In some fashion, note-taking is not just one of my many responsibilities.
My name is Wilhelm, and I'm the ultimate historian. Please make note of that for future reference.
Alright, ultimate historian. But knows everything about history, eh?
Impressive.
Interesting. A fellow scholar. Much like myself. Shouldn't ultimate historian be good at memorizing stuff? Yes, I'm perfectly proficient at memorizing historical facts. The notebook is just for more hilarious information. Stuff like shopping lists, classmate birthdays, when to brush my teeth. Such an excellent memory waste on menial trivia. You probably couldn't even remember the date of your wedding anniversary unless you wrote it down. I think it's the same for most men. Damn, dude. I wouldn't say most men. So, what do you do as an ultimate historian? As of now, I work at the Patawamek River Museum in Tesnakomaka, Kamanga? I direct one of the exhibits there, the Cold War eras. I'm not giving tours, I'm studying primary source documents in my office. No wonder you can't get any sleep. If you can stay awake while reading all those boring history books, there's definitely something wrong with you. History isn't for everyone, I'm aware, but it's important knowledge nevertheless. Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to sound stupid when arguing on the internet. That's not how the saying goes. It isn't, but I updated it to coincide with more modern values. I thought it was funny. Humor is subjective. Anywho, people began gathering outside. The plans to discuss our next course of action. Could you please join them? Yes, right. Thank you, miss. He hurried, fumbled through the pages of the notebook. Toshiko Kaira. Did you seriously forget my name? This is the most egregious offense. To take solace in the fact that I am a mere matchmaker and not your romantic partner.
My notes.
In a large world, run by even larger ideas, small things can be easily overlooked. And so, digitally Toshiko stormed off. Should we follow her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy we just met probably won't. Well done. We've exchanged formalities with everyone here. We should meet with the others and formulate a plan of action. On our honors as ultimates, we will be confined any longer. We're dramatic, kid. The others should be gathered at the courtyard. That's where I should head next. Alright, I think we'll end it there. Hour and a half, it's a good start. Yeah, I reckon we'll end it there, guys. Alright, steady. That's good to know. Alright. Nice. Well, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Might either play some more tonight or tomorrow. Not sure yet. But I got stuff to do today. I just need to have a bit of a break. Alright. Anyway.